Hey guys, it's Geneviève from the Red Fairy Project. I hope you're doing well. So we are talking progress over perfection, and oh my lord, is that one of the biggest things I've worked on in my life, and I would say even more recently as well, in the last few years, because I think when I was younger, I wasn't even aware how much of a perfectionist I was and how that tendency could make me stressed or unhappy or feel unworthy. And I've noticed that a lot of us, a lot of high performing, driven women are perfectionists. So obviously, as a human being, perfection does not exist. Perfection in who we are, in what we do, it's something that is, you're basically striving for something that is unattainable. Now, once again, not to say to criticize yourself or judge yourself for that, but be aware that you're never going to be happy or fully satisfied. So you're not really setting yourself up for success when you strive for perfection. What I've noticed in the last few years, I would say, is I aim for excellence rather than perfection. Now, this is something that it's not easy, okay? So at one point you have to let go and you have to accept that whatever the outcome is, it might not look exactly as you had envisioned it, because your vision of it was probably a vision of perfection. So whether that is your body, whether that is the work that you do, whether that is a presentation that you did, a date that you had, whatever it is. Just know, aim for excellence, aim for giving it your very best, and make that enough. And I know it's not easy, and that's something like, it's like I have to have this constant self-talk of, yeah, that didn't exactly turn out how I had thought, but you know what? I gave it my all. I have to let go. There's nothing else I can do. Now, this applies even more, obviously, when you are working or interacting with other people. So whether it's the dynamic in your relationship, in your romantic relationship, in a friendship, it could be a project that you're working on personally or at work. And then when there's other human beings involved, anything can happen, right? All bets are off. So it's one thing to be demanding towards yourself, and that can have that can be draining, and that can have sometimes a negative impact. But it's another thing than projecting that desire of perfection onto other people. And I know through some people telling me in the past, in particular my parents, if I'm honest, they had to remind me, you know what, like, perfection doesn't exist, and as parents, we're not perfect. Stop trying to make us perfect, because obviously when it comes especially to health and wellness, I would constantly try to share my knowledge and help them to be the best versions of themselves, but they didn't necessarily ask for my help, so maybe that wasn't necessary. So sometimes you have good intentions, but if other people don't feel kind of that unconditional love, if other people feel like they're constantly disappointing you or they're never meeting your expectations, that can create a difficult relationship, and that's not how we want other people to feel, right, around us. So the positive side of being a perfectionist, if you will, even though I don't believe in labels, is that I have to say personally, like, it has helped me succeed in life. And once again, success, the definition of success can be different for every single one of us. But for me, how I define success, and that's in different ways in my personal life, for my health, in my career, it has helped me. So there's a lot of the perfectionist ways or the mindset that can be quite positive. It's just finding that balance, finding that middle ground where we don't take it too far. Once again, for ourselves, but for other people in our life as well. And I like, because I see other people in my life that say, oh my gosh, like, I'm a perfectionist too, and I've learned to let go certain things. And I think that's great. And I have to say, like, it honestly inspires me to see other people that they're very talented, smart people, and they work really, really hard, but sometimes they have to choose letting go of certain things. And I've had, I'm thinking of one person in particular in my life, and she says, like, at one point you have to let go, and it has to be good enough. So it's something that, it's a lesson learned, and it's something that I'm still working on. And I figured I would just kind of touch on that because it's something I have to remind myself on a daily basis. And I know there's a lot of you out there that maybe have that struggle too, where if we have that mindset, if we have that expectation of perfection, we live in this place where we kind of always feel disappointed, like what we're doing is never good enough, or maybe with other people, and it's not a great way to feel, right? If you want to live healthy and happy, you have to make sure that the expectations that you have for yourself and others are realistic or healthy, and you just have to find that balance between striving for excellence and expecting perfection. So it's kind of like walking on a tightrope, right? It's something where if you manage that balance correctly, it can create an incredible life. It can create incredible results. But if you lose your balance to the perfectionist side, then it can lead to a lot of stress and unhappiness and maybe even conflicts with others. So let's practice the mantra, progress over perfection. I remind myself on a daily basis. As you've seen, I post that mantra on Instagram on a fairly regular basis, and it's partly for myself, but then partly because I know that if I'm maybe struggling or maybe working on something, I know that probably a lot of you are as well. So I figure it's a reminder for myself and it's a reminder for others. So if you had any questions or comments about this, let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's my way of knowing in an easy way for you that you enjoyed it. If you want, if you can comment whether you enjoyed it, how it was helpful for you, that'd be amazing. But I know people online, they're more kind of in observer mode, so that's okay. But a little thumbs up on YouTube would be great, or a little like if you're on my blog. That would be very well appreciated. It's what tells me I'm on the right path to serving you content that is valuable and helpful. So I wish you a wonderful, inspiring, healthy, and happy week, and I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.